Y'all be quiet.
27-year-old Destiny Meeks. On July 15th, 2024, Palm Beach County sheriffs responded to a local Regions bank after receiving a report of multiple fraudulent checks being cashed at different branch locations. Upon arriving on scene, deputies learned that Destiny has successfully cashed 4 checks from a realty company's account and was caught after getting into an argument with a bank employee that suspected the check to be fraudulent and denied her funds.
Now, tell me, fuck up. Who you talking to? You ain't talking to me. Try again with the next nigga, cause it ain't doing. Then y'all gonna be like, you're sassy. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga can't never defend himself. Anyway, like I was saying, I feel like if it was a black lady on black lady, that check would have went through clear as day. This check fraud stuff, no joke. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they been cracking on it. Definitely you. Okay. Alright.
That suspected the check to be fraudulent and denied her funds.
Hello. I mean, what we're doing, the fraud and the bullshit. Hi, I'm Victoria.
Hi, Oliver, nice to meet you, pleasure.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Samantha, very nice to meet you.
So what's going on today?
I'm totally dead.
You don't want it, I'll take it now. But,
They overly make money.
right?
A couple of them.
No, so she's been a customer of ours
Since 2021. Oh, they done flagged her. They done got her whole account and everything.
County School District.
Okay.
I have her cell phone number.
She works for Broward County School District. Is she a teacher or what is she?
She had a tag.
Oh, she had a tag? Okay.
She had to go back to school. I don't
I'm
think
not sure what position.
I don't think she could be that far.
Okay.
One would help.
She deposited.
Whoa, hold on, bitch. What you just say? What she just say? I know I heard, like, you can't hear it, but you heard it. And I know I heard it. Hold on. She said she can't be that smart.
School District. Is she a teacher or what is she?
She had a tag.
Oh, she had a tag? Okay.
She had to go back to school.
Okay.
I
I'm not sure what position.
don't think she could be that far.
Okay.
One would help.
She deposited.
Bitch, you saying that because she black? I think she's saying that because she black. She seem a little, you know what I'm saying, they a little nitpicky when it comes to the banking system and shit.
4 checks,
Okay.
but 3 different banks. One's ours.
Okay.
The
She
one
called her,
ours
she basically
held.
called her stupid.
We held, which one? This one's ours.
Right.
We held it.
Okay.
So we have a fraud hold on it. All the other ones cleared.
What's up? What does that one say with the detective on it?
Oh, they told me to call the detective bureau, that's all. That's just me
Yeah,
writing
they're
new.
gonna.
So-
Yeah, who told you to call them?
My corporate security.
Okay, yeah, because they're usually the ones that follow up on it. So they're
So they're gonna be pressing charges, obviously.
Ooh.
It's gonna be, it's over $10,000.
okay.
I reached out to Prime Bank, and they actually talked to me.
Okay.
And I got the girl's name at Prime Bank. She reached out to, they know the bookkeeper,
Right.
and he said, these aren't even our checks.
Okay.
So they made the checks up and deposited them 4 different days.
Okay.
I thought she did it on like the same day. I was
Three
like, how you
different-
fuck up like
Three different
that?
branches.
Okay. But same Regions Bank, right? Just making sure.
It's like one is in Oakland Park, one, I think Plantation, and then us.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, all regions banks, just different
Yeah,
locations.
location.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have her phone number, and I told her I'm gonna call her and tell her know if I was able to get the funds available for her, because she wants her $3,800, and then she's closing her account.
Okay.
She has 38.
Meeks, right? The scene Meeks.
Meeks.
Okay.
I could give you.
Damn, they ain't blur out.
Do you
They
have personal
ain't
information
beep out
on
none of the
I can give
name.
you her social. I can give you everything.
Nice. I'll take all that.
Whatever you need. She was here today.
This team Meeks was here today.
She was just here. Her phone number's there. She was just here today, and I told her that she had to go back to school. So let me see what I can do to get this released for you.
And she came here to collect money, right?
And her ass called the
How much
cops.
was she trying to pick up?
$3,800.
$3,800. That's a lot of money
But
though.
she already got.
The scammers be doing their thing, boy.
have here?
Like once
38.
if they do it right, they be doing it.
Yeah, 38.
Tell us her social.
33.
On God.
38.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Well, we just gonna leave this right here for right now. All right, we
Was
ready?
she able to retrieve any of the monies in the other banks or no?
Yes, all the other checks cleared.
Except for you guys. You're the only ones that haven't
Yep, we
cleared it.
put a hold on it.
Okay.
Kings Point 2773.
And what made you guys put a hold on it, just out of curiosity?
Looks like crap. We know
Yeah.
it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So she already got $9,750.
Okay. How often does she come here?
She doesn't. But if I called her and told her I had her cash, she'll come.
Okay. I'll touch base with the Bureau, and if they want to reach out to you, they'll call you and let you know how they're gonna want to handle
I
it.
would love to know. But I need to call her today to tell her
600 costs. You want to tell her what?
that she could come get her cash, but I want to make sure someone's here.
Oh yeah, let's wait on
You know
that.
what I mean? I don't want-
Let's wait on that first because I want to see if they're able to do anything today. I'm gonna reach out to one of the sergeants out there and find out.
I need another stimulus check.
That's arresting her.
That stimulus check was crazy.
That's all I want. Because she shouldn't be in the school district with kids.
Whatever she's doing over there.
What the fuck?
And you know something?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's so much more than this.
You on the phone now?
I'm sure there's so much more than.
Detectives visit a different bank location and present a photo lineup to one of the employees that had encountered Destiny attempting to cash a check.
You raise your right hand. You swear in affirming the testimony you're about to give us the truth.
She about happy. She happy as hell to give a statement. Look at her. She said, "Oh," she said, "Can you raise your right hand?" She happy as hell to give her a statement. She finna tell it all. You ain't even gotta give her no food, no nothing. She finna tell it all.
God?
I swear.
Okay. There were 6 photographs of 6 similar female subjects in reference to a fraud case at Regions Bank, correct?
Correct.
And that fraud occurred back on July 15th, 2024 in reference to the fraudulent deposit of a $3,800 check, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And were you able to make an identification in that photo array?
Yes.
Okay, and what number photograph did you identify as the suspect who committed that fraud?
Number 4.
Number 4, okay, and you know her from being a customer?
Just from seeing her that one day. I've never seen her before. Just that
Okay,
one
do you
day.
know her name?
Destiny Meeks.
Okay, and she has an account at Regions Bank?
Yes.
Okay, all right, and do you know how it was determined that that check was fraud?
When Destiny came in, she went to our teller. His name is Isabel. She's off today. And I was sitting at my desk, and Destiny was very loud with Isabel. And basically yelling at Isabel for not giving her funds. So that's when Destiny came to my desk so I can assist her. And then we do verify every check we get as much as we can. For that specific check, I do not remember. I would have to look it up again. But I don't remember how we determined it.
See, you gotta.
Detectives
shouldn't
take their
have
findings
made
from
a
the
scene.
investigation
Yeah.
and go to interview
That's what made
Destiny
her
at her
stand
job
out.
concerning the alleged fraud.
Bruh, you gotta. That's why you gotta have somebody on the inside, bruh. Like if you gonna handle that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have one of the little shorties, or like your man's on the inside or something like that. 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be a female. You gotta have one of them on the inside, and then they just gonna slide that through. Y'all gotta like set up a little program, and then she gotta get out. I thought I was the only person that watched cop videos. Yeah, no. What? We just watched the video the other day. A dude that he snitched on his partner. He was like my friend. He snitched on the partner. He told it all. They ain't even give him no food. He didn't even make it to the station. My nigga, he sat in the back of the cop car for like 5 minutes. He told everything that they wanted to know.
I am required to warn you before you
She fried. Oh, she already know. She already feel it. Like, she already feel that shit going down.
make any statements. You have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. You understand that? You got to say yes.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And with those rights in mind, are you choosing to speak with me?
Say, Ross, we black truck on,
All right, so
on Saturday
basically
on
what
God.
happened was we got
They better
a
know.
complaint. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of the questions I'm going to ask you, I already know the answer to. I'm really
That
just
my
looking for your
grandson, y'all ain't know that?
cooperation and to be honest. Honesty is the best policy here. I'll work with you when it comes to, you know, what the consequences are, okay? But just be honest.
She blaming on
That's the most
Steph.
important thing
If
that
you
we
see it,
have.
you
I
watch
promise
this,
you, if you're
Steph.
honest, it'll be better,
Don't ruin this shit.
We got a complaint from ProLink Realty Company, Okay, ProLink Realty out of
I can't never watch a movie with you.
Sioux City, Iowa. Okay, that several of their checks had been deposited or cashed in Florida. Okay, so that came to my office, and I started looking into it, and I pulled bank records. Bank records include video surveillance footage, bank account information for both the account
I be talking with the body cam joints.
And
hope in the middle, what's the vibe out there? You feeling this shit like that, man? What's going on?
So basically, when I did all that, I found these checks that are made out to you. That's your name, right? Okay, in various different amounts. Okay, and they were deposited in different locations. This specific one, check 010093, okay, was deposited or attempted to be deposited or cashed at a Regions Bank in Boca Raton. Okay, the other ones were all in Broward County. Okay, so this check here, I pulled video of that transaction. Is that you? That's you? Okay.
She don't seem crazy nervous though. Like she done been in the situation before. Like she know how to talk herself out of it.
Over just between Glades Road and like Clinmore Road and Yamato Road.
It's either that or she had it in her mind. She already got down. She knew what was going on. She knew what she was gonna do.
Trying to deposit that particular check. Is that correct? Okay. Where did you get those checks from?
I was working with my ex-boyfriend. He had a mutual friend that was like, he had extra work for us. It was like delivering fabric and stuff. Like to
delivering what?
Like fabric, like
fabric?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like different, people who wants to do their homes or whatever. It was like local people. And he was telling me that my ex-boyfriend was like, I know work is slow for you, and which was during the summertime, and work we only got like 3-4 hours here. So I was like, yeah, I can use it. They never told me, I had no acknowledged that the check was stolen, but when I was doing the work, they was paying me for like mileage and gas or whatever. And
I ain't gonna lie, she for what she doing right now, she being well spoken. She ain't acting nervous. She ain't shaking no nothing.
Everything was legit because my ex-boyfriend, of course, recommended me to these people. So when he gave me, once I finally got the first check, which was one of those, I deposited it to my account. I never thought it was anything wrong with it because he gave it to me. He said he loved me. I trusted him, but he know them people. I didn't know the people who actually gave it to him, but he was the one that gave me the check and I deposited it into my account.
Okay, so when you're doing fabric stuff for somebody, did you think it was odd that the check said ProLink Realty on it?
I asked him, but he was like, he don't know. That's the name that they told him that they working with. Like I asked him about it.
And your ex-boyfriend never said where he got the checks from?
He just said a friend. It was like through a mutual friend.
Did your boyfriend give you the checks or the company did?
No, my ex-boyfriend handed me the check.
Handed you the check and said it was from them?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of work did you do?
She can't lie her way out of this though. The police not believe no bullshit.
Like I was just delivering it to local people who was inquiring about it.
About fabric?
Yeah.
And you would deliver fabrics?
It was different stuff.
Like in rolls or?
Yeah, like it was like rolls, bolts. Like it was not not big bolts, but it was like little stuff.
Okay, so then you deposited. So how much typically did you get?
I ain't gonna. They got majority of the information. They just coming to confirm and see like if she gonna lie.
$29.55.
We'll see how much she gonna lie about.
$5,020. So there's like a lot of
They tried to wax a 20 ball.
You're right about that.
I mean that's a lot of money.
See, bro, they doing it wrong. They doing it wrong. You gotta like get them motherfuckers, and then you gotta get a separate account each time. You can't just put it all in the same account over a span of a couple days and shit. My nigga, that shit gonna get flagged, bruh. Like it's gonna get flagged. You gotta get the different accounts.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
Let's get back to the video.
That much amount of money.
I did, but I didn't because he never told me like it was, it was easy, and he never gave me a set price of what it would be. Like, not that he never gave me an amount.
I mean, because you had one deposit on the 21st of
This shit is a
June,
federal
another one
crime.
on the 21st.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, we don't condone that shit.
$3,800. And you had another one on the 21st,
That's crazy.
where the check was made out on the 21st for $29.55. On the 19th
These people are
for
stupid.
$29.55.
They just trying to make $1 out of
On May
15 cents.
31st for $5,020. I mean, that's a lot of money for delivery, right?
Yeah, it is.
Are these your signatures on the back of the checks?
Yeah, that one
And so that's check 2034 from Absoff Financial Services out of Cleveland, Georgia. So that's even a different company. So was that a red flag to you that like there was different checks from different companies that they were giving you?
It was, but they say they work with different.
You better off
different
pimping?
ones, like different.
Don't turn me in, pimp. Selling dope? Damn.
No, it's okay.
So this one here is from ProLink. This is check number 10070. This one's made out for $29.55, dated 6/19, June 19th. Is that your signature?
No.
That's not your signature? Okay.
See, the thing is, you don't stay in it for too long, bro. That's what they be doing. They be staying in the game for too long. You gotta get in and move around what you can move around, and then you gotta get out. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to be greedy and shit, man. They be trying to crack 100K plays and shit. No, you ain't trying to crack no 100K. Crack the little 5, crack the little 10. You know what I'm saying? Put that out to the side, hold it down, and then put that into something else. Even if it dope, I ain't gonna lie. That's shit. You gonna get right either way.
What signature is that? Who deposited that check?
Well, I brung it in. Well,
So who?
Well, I didn't sign that.
Who signed it? The back of the
It
check.
had to be either look like maybe one of his friends, because that's not my
But
ex-boyfriend.
you deposited it.
Yeah.
This is video and bank records of you depositing.
Yes.
But he signed it?
Yeah, I didn't sign that.
And what about this one?
No.
No?
Boy, that shit look like chicken. It look like chicken scratch.
This one looks like you. Is that your signature with your account number? Okay, so that's check 10093. This one was deposited, or this one was negotiated on the 24th. The date on the check is the 21st, but it was negotiated on the 24th for $3,800.
So y'all be trying to fuck with the bad boys and shit like that.
Well, what I did is I went into the bank and they were able to identify you as the person that made some of those deposits.
Every time.
Those checks. So one thing that we say is sometimes if something seems too good to be true, maybe it is.
It is. You're right.
For you to be, paid that kind of money for delivering fabric on such a continuous basis. I mean, like, some days you got paid $3,800 twice, in checks, and some of the checks are from different places.
I ain't gonna lie, one check for $3,800
what you're
is
telling
crazy.
me is true. Then
Maybe you ain't even work 60 hours.
He definitely did.
Okay.
By
What
me-
is your boyfriend's name?
Peter
Peter what?
Oh,
Walden.
she gave that nigga up instantly. She hate him. She hate him. She gave him up so fast. He said, "What's your ex's name?" She said Pierre, but last name Walden. She gave that nigga up so fast. She don't give a damn.
How do you spell that?
WALDEN.
And what's his phone number?
I don't know in my heart. But
That's
I wrote
okay.
it down.
Are you still with him?
No, there's no. We broke up.
Or where does he stay?
He stayed in Broward, but he don't have a physical home. But last place I knew, he was staying with his cousin. But I know his cousin lease was up like a month ago, so I don't know where he's at.
You don't know where he's staying?
I don't know.
Okay. What does he do for work?
Nothing.
He doesn't work?
No.
Okay. So where do you think he got these checks?
He said it was through a mutual friend. He never gave me no name.
And how did you get this job? Through your ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Now, did you give him cash after you deposited those checks? Did you give your boyfriend cash? Your ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay, how much?
I'm not sure the full amount because it wasn't much.
So he basically had you deposit these checks into your account or cash them, and then he asked you to give him money out of those checks.
Yeah,
so is that a red flag to you?
That is.
Okay.
I do agree.
All right. So basically,
She
unfortunately
cooked. She
for
overly
you,
cooked.
there are charges against you
Baby,
for
you going
uttering
to
a
jail.
forged check and grand theft. Okay?
Got him. We fucking got him.
She's cooked. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because it's forged. That check came from someplace else, okay? And
But I didn't have no knowledge that it was
We're
stolen.
not saying that you forged the check, but you uttered the check. You presented it to the bank, okay?
And you just admitted to
a
it.
reasonable person would believe that this is too good to be true for this to be, where you're getting all this money for just delivering fabric, okay? So if you are telling me the truth, which I want to believe you, okay, you should
I
have
had
known.
no knowledge that it was stolen.
Right.
I do
but you
know,
should have
but I
known.
knew that I should have never went. I never had no problems with Regents. I never got in trouble before, sir. I don't do stuff like this. I
Baby,
always
you can't
work.
talk yourself
Like
out.
I've been
You
working
fried.
since I was 16 years old.
Okay, when's the last time you were arrested?
I never been arrested in my life.
Okay.
I never been arrested. I don't do stuff like this.
Okay.
Which is
So you made a mistake.
I did.
Well-
I made a big mistake. I could tell you that the truth.
So there are consequences to those mistakes, okay? And what the statute says for uttering is that you presented a check that somebody else forged, okay, or washed. I don't know where they got these checks from, but they're stolen, okay?
And I did not have no knowledge to
and
that.
you deposited it or cashed it against your account, okay, into a region.
And I've been with them for the longest. I never had no problems with them.
And
before.
obviously you know
And
that your bank account's been frozen
Yes,
and all that
I
stuff.
did.
So
I
you
did.
had to know that something was coming.
Yes, I figured that.
So
once they
why
closed
didn't you contact us?
I didn't know like what to. I didn't honestly. I didn't know. I'm just telling you the truth. That's,
Okay. So because you're being cooperative with me, I want to be, upfront and honest with you about everything. There are charges against you for this, okay?
Please no.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. That's just how it is. Now, we could try to make this work as easy as possible for you. I know you work, but you're gonna have to take a day off to go get processed up in Palm Beach County.
Please no.
Yeah.
Please
You're gonna
no.
have,
Man, them tears ain't gonna work. Them tears ain't gonna save you.
Yes. So what's going to
Oh, yeah,
happen
you
is
could.
you gotta. There's one of two things that could happen. Okay. I could file for the warrant,
No.
and you don't want me to do that
Please,
because
no.
what happens then is I come here with the Broward Sheriff's Office and we take you from work. I don't want you to lose your
Please,
job.
I don't want to. I don't want to go to
I
jail.
know.
Mr. P, please.
I know.
Baby,
Eric, oh my
I know.
God, please
I know,
no.
Destiny. I understand.
I cannot go to jail, sir. I cannot go to jail.
So this is option number 2. Okay, this
Please.
is option number 2 is where you meet me up in Palm Beach County. We get you processed and you get out the same day. Okay, as long as you can post your bond.
Oh my God.
She
Lord,
fake crying? You
please.
think
I've
so?
never been in trouble before.
Leave my wife.
I don't want to go to jail, sir. I've never been in trouble. I didn't know nothing about this. I never knew they had knowledge of being stolen. I would never go inside the bank and do that.
Baby, you knew what they were
been in
doing.
trouble
Did you think you were
before.
getting paid so much money?
I
for
did
doing
not.
this?
I just thought that's what it was. I knew it sounded too good to be true, but he made me think that it was real.
Can I do that shit too? I gotta
Oh
watch
my
out for
God, no, Lord.
you. We finna
Can't go
send
to
Leah
jail,
in the bank,
sir.
man. She got this
You
shit
got to
down
get
back.
processed. So those are the 2 options. Those are it. Those are your 2 options. I could file for the warrant, and
Please
in
don't.
30 days come back here and pick you up with the sheriff's office. I don't want to do
I
that.
don't want you to do that.
So option number 2 is a better option for you, where you self-surrender. You meet me in Palm Beach County.
Oh my God, sir.
We get you processed, which basically is fingerprints
He said
and photos.
you get out same day
Okay,
as long
and
as
then
you can pay the
post bond,
bill.
Okay?
She don't even know how much that is.
Is there anything else I could do?
Those are the only 2 options. At this point, those are the only 2 options for you.
Will I still lose my job even if I go to Palm Beach?
Well, if you come to me, I don't have to come here and arrest you. So what you tell them is your business, okay? What you inform them of is your business. I don't know if they do continuous background checks or if they already did it.
They finna
because you're
fire
hired
the
and
fuck.
that's it.
They finna fire the
I'm
fuck
not
out
gonna
of
come
her.
back here and
She ain't got no
purposely
job no
mention
more. It's
anything.
over with. Then she
But
finna go do
if I
something.
have to come here and arrest you on the spot.
Or
then you're gonna-
nah, cause look,
Okay.
it could be like she could get a slap on the wrist, cause it's like if it's her first offense, she get like a slap on the wrist or something like that. Depending on if the judge like cool or whatever. If the judge had some dick in the morning or something like that, she losing the job either way. Nah, yeah, for sure. But like the jail time, cause you could do like actually I lied. She going to jail. That's federal. That's federal. She going to the feds.
Lock his ass up. Lock
Lock his ass up. You going to jail.
You
Going to jail. She fried.
Mr. Eric.
Destiny, those are the only two
Oh
options.
my God.
Those are the only two options here. I mean, you got paid a substantial amount of money for doing.
That's 18. That's 18 band.
I mean, it's not even realistic. It's not.
Oh my God.
I mean, any reasonable person would believe that that's too good to be true to get that kind of money over that short period of time. We're talking about from May 31st through basically a month. You made more than most people do in a year.
And I work regular. I have a regular job. I've been working
I
since
get
I
that.
was 16. I've never been in trouble before.
Yeah, I get that.
Never.
I understand that. And unfortunately,
cannot-
unfortunately, you got mixed up with the wrong person. And
Sure did.
you know, you did something.
Y'all
that
gotta
you
stop
probably should have had a little bit
choosing
more
the
common sense
scammers.
to know wasn't right.
Y'all want to fuck with the scammers and
you
be
did it.
outside on the
And there's
yachts and shit,
consequences to that.
drinking down
There
Julio.
are. Now,
So
what you could do, this doesn't mean you're guilty, okay? What this is it's
No,
called
she
probable
guilty as
cause.
fuck.
What it means is that I have enough to arrest you for it and file for a warrant. It doesn't mean you're guilty. You'll have your day in court, and if you tell them what you told me, they may say to you, well, if you're cooperative and you work with us, maybe we could do something to lighten your sentence, okay? And maybe we could do something to work with you if you work with us. I can't make any promises. I can't say that that's going to happen, but if you're willing to do that, you know, I would like to maybe meet with you after this and maybe have you contact Peter. Do you still talk?
I don't talk to him.
You don't talk. Would he answer the call, a phone call
Probably
if you called
not.
him?
Hell no, he probably blocked her
Because
ass.
I'd like to know where he got the checks. But
Hey Peter,
ultimately,
this is.
you're responsible. Because
What
he
are
knew
you talking about? That nigga,
And he knew that
as soon as
this
he
was
hear
gonna come
another
back to
man
you.
voice on the phone, man, he ain't even say nothing. He hanging the phone straight up.
But it's not reasonable for somebody to get paid that kind of money for making a delivery, and you know that. You said it yourself. Sometimes if it's too good, it seems too good to be true, it is. So I think, me personally, this is my opinion, I think that you should do option number 2 and self-surrender yourself, because I don't want to come back here and arrest you with
I
the
don't
furniture.
want you to.
Because it's a whole horse and pony show. They bring their SWAT team, you know, the warrants division comes out, they have their trucks come in, we got to process you, we got to arrest you on spot, and they'll wait for you, you know, until you get here in the morning, until you come back at night or in the afternoon. And I don't want to do that. I really don't. But you tell your employer
all that.
your business.
Fuck all that. Bitch, y'all come arrest me, nigga. We going out with a bang. We going out with a bang, bitch. I'm making the news. Fuck you talking about? Bitch, I'm making the news. I don't give a damn. The fuck? You think I'm finna go peacefully? No. Come get me. You gotta fight. You gotta do your job. I'm gonna make you do your job today. She said Peter Walden. He probably told her to do the time they gonna be set while he fuck with another girl. That's how them niggas be for real. They be having y'all 60 y'all stomach. 60 y'all stomach. Y'all be thinking that nigga love you. No, baby, he just using you. Fuck you talking about? You sat there did all that shit for that man. And he ain't love you for real. He was just using you. And guess what? Now you going to jail. Fuck. Y'all fried. And it's overly fried.
I'm not purposely making any phone calls to tell them anything, okay? If you
ruined my
could take a
life.
day, well, if you could take a day,
my God.
you didn't ruin your life.
I
What I
just
will
don't
Baby, her shit over.
What I
I
will
never
tell
got
you
in
is this.
trouble before.
I understand that. I understand that. And I know because I ran your record already. But what you have to understand
This is the
is
biggest-
consequences
You're
to
right.
mistakes. You know, and this is something that you should have thought about when you were
Man,
doing
them
it.
tears something else.
How much of that 3,800 did you get?
It ain't. I know. I didn't get all of it. I didn't
Oh, and you
get
know
it.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy? In the situations like this, they don't give a damn. They gon' put you in debt and make you pay it back. So what she ran up like 18 bands? She done cashed out like 18,000. They finna put all that shit on her, and she finna be 20K in debt, my nigga. And she gotta pay all that shit back. And every check that you get from your job, they taking all that. IRS don't play about their money for real. He definitely gonna cheat if she get locked up. He cheat. Well, they ain't together, so he can't cheat now. These be the same girls saying how they need to hold their man down. I don't lie. Let's put the scenario out there, right? Now your girl or your dude, know what I'm saying? They get locked up for like 5 years. They gotta do they get a 10-year sentence, but they only gotta do 5. Is y'all staying for the 5? Or is y'all like, y'all gotta step after? What's y'all max on waiting? Let me say that. What's y'all max on waiting for somebody to get out of jail? Somebody finna be like 0. What's y'all max on waiting? They still together? Wait, who? You talking about? She's just saying that's her ex. Yeah, she fucking on Peter. And didn't she say that's her name? For unemployed boyfriend. Your unemployed boyfriend bring you $3,800 in checks, and you think that nigga is not doing some crazy shit? You tripping. She overly fried.
So how much did you get?
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even remember like the amount.
Okay.
I don't want to tell you amount.
Okay, that's okay.
Not
That's
it.
all right. So what I'm asking from you is your availability this week to come and self-surrender yourself. This has to be this week. That's the only option. I can't put this off anymore, okay? So I would suggest today's Monday. Why don't you come in Wednesday and meet me at that address that I gave you, okay? That
6
address
months,
that I
maybe
gave
a
you,
year.
179, so you still have it?
Step your ass. You might as well just
I
go
want to
on.
make sure you have it. Do you have it written down somewhere?
Yeah, I do.
It's on your phone?
Yeah,
You gonna come back, you gonna be with somebody else.
It's in my work bag.
Okay. So my suggestion is we meet early in the morning. You come up there first thing in the morning. I can meet you there as early as you want.
Do you know how much?
That's why Chris Brown made that song.
You could get a bail bondsman. They take 10%. So if each charge, they'll tell you when you go up.